Good morning, students. Yesterday we are solving few additional problems. Let us continue solving the problems. The first problem of today's class: an Hall effect element used for measuring a magnetic field strength, right? A Hall effect element used for measuring magnetic field strength gives an output voltage of 10.5 millivolt. The element is made of silicon and is 2.5 mm thick and carries a current of 4 ampere. The Hall coefficient is 4.1 into 10 raised to minus 6 voltmeter per ampere Weber per meter square. So what is given? Hall effect element thickness is given. Thickness is T is equal to 2.5 mm, that is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. A Hall effect element used for measuring the magnetic field strength. So it is used for measuring magnetic field strength. Output voltage is 10.5 millivolts. So what is the output voltage? Hall voltage is VH is equal to 10.5 millivolts, right? That is 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 volts. What about the current? The element is made of silicon and is 2.5 mm thick and carries a current of 4 ampere. So current I is equal to 4 ampere. Right? Hall coefficient is given. So what is the value of Hall coefficient K? Hall coefficient KH is equal to 4.1 into 10 raised to minus 6 voltmeter per ampere Weber per meter square. Okay. So what is the formula that we have to apply here? The formula is VH is equal to, Hall voltage is given by VH is equal to KHI into B, this divided by T. Therefore magnetic field strength B is given by arranging the terms. We get B is equal to VH into T, this divided by KH into I. Okay, so substitute all the values VH, T, KH and I, then we get, so VH Hall voltage is how much? 10.5 into 10 raised to minus 3, thickness is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 3, this divided by, that is KH. Hall coefficient is 4.1 into 10 raised to how much? Minus 6, this into, right, this into I, current I, that is 4 ampere. So the value of this magnetic field strength, that is B, is equal to 1.6 Weber per meter square. Right, students? So this is how we are supposed to calculate the value of the magnetic field strength. Fine. Let us take up one more example. Though this example is on the strain, that is a gauge factor and Poisson's ratio. Take this example, example 2. A thin circular wire of soft iron of soft iron has a gauge factor of 3.8. Determine the Poisson's ratio. Determine the Poisson's ratio. Determine the Poisson's ratio of the soft iron. A thin circular wire of soft iron has a gauge factor of 3.8. So gauge factor is given. Write the given data first. Gauge factor G is equal to 3.8. Right. Determine the Poisson's ratio of the soft iron. So what is the relationship between gauge factor and Poisson's ratio? The relationship is G is equal to 1 plus 2 mu. Relation between gauge factor and Poisson's ratio. What is the relation? Yes, G is equal to 1 plus 2 mu. So we want mu here, Poisson's ratio. That is G minus 1, this divided by 2, that will give us the Poisson's ratio mu. So therefore mu is equal to gauge factor is given 3.8 minus 1, this divided by 2. So this is 3.8 minus 1, 2.8, this divided by 2. So this comes out to 1.4. So the value of Poisson's ratio for the given problem is 1.4. Next example. Third one. A strain gauge having a resistance of having a resistance of 500 ohm and a gauge factor 3.0 is bonded to a member of structure under tensile stress. Determine the percentage strain. Suffered by the member if the change in resistance of the gauge is accurately measured as measured as 1.5 ohms. Let us note down the given data first. What are the given details here? The problem reads like this: a strain gauge having a resistance of 500 ohm. So resistance is given R equal to 500 ohm, and a gauge factor 3.0. So gauge factor G is given, that is 3.0, is bonded onto a member of structure under tensile stress. Determine the percentage strain suffered by the member if the change in resistance of the gauge is accurately measured as 1.5 ohm. So change in resistance is given, delta R is 1.5 ohm. Ohms. Okay. So here, what is the formula that we have to apply? The formula is strain is equal to delta R by R divided by gauge factor. So So strain is given by delta R by R divided by G. This is the relationship between strain, the change in resistance, and the gauge factor. Fine. So here what is delta R? 1.5. This divided by R is 500. Right, R is 500. This divided by gauge factor is 3.0. So this comes out to 0.001. If you want percentage strain, therefore percentage strain is nothing but we have to multiply the answer by 100, is it not? This is 100 into 0.001. So this comes out to 0.1%. So percentage strain value is equal to 0.1%. Fine. One more example, students. Next example. So this example is on that is converters, right? D2A converter, digital to analog converter. Example 4. An 8-bit D2A converter, digital to analog converter, has a step size of 20 millivolts. Determine the full scale output. Determine the full scale output and percentage resolution. Fine. So what is the problem here? So they have given an 8-bit A to D to A converter, an 8-bit digital to analog converter, step size of 20 millivolts. Determine the full scale output and percentage resolution. Okay. How to go about in solving this problem? Yes. So here, if we want to calculate the value of the voltage corresponding to logic 1, right? So corresponding to logic 1, if V is the voltage, right, corresponding to logic 1, then we have this 1 upon how many bit D2A converter it is? 8 bit. So 1 upon 2 raised to 8 into V. This is equal to step size. It is 20 into 10 raised to minus 3. 1 upon 2 raised to n, that is 2 raised to 8 into V voltage, that is equal to step size, that is 20 into 10 raised to minus 3. So this gives V is equal to, if we calculate V, so V value comes out to 5.12 volts. Fine. Now full scale output, we want full scale output for the full scale range. This is given by 2 raised to n minus 1 divided by 2 raised to n into V. 2 raised to n minus 1 divided by 2 raised to n into V. So that is 2 raised to 8 minus 1. This divided by 2 raised to 8. V is, we have calculated 5.12. So this will be equal to 255 by 256 into 5.12. The answer is 5.1 volts. So this is the value of full scale output. Next we have to find the percentage resolution. Percentage resolution, right, is given by the formula 1 upon 2 raised to n minus 1 into 100. So this is how much? 100 divided by 255. This will be equal to 0.392%. Okay. So this is how we are calculating the full scale output and the percentage resolution for the 8-bit D2A converter or for any bit D2A converter. I hope everybody have understood the today's topics, students. So we started with the solving of problems, right? First problem was on Hall effect. right? Second problem was on gauge factor and Poisson's ratio. Gauge factor and Poisson's ratio. Then the third problem was on strain gauge. Third problem was on strain gauge. Right? Then fourth problem was on the digital to analog converter. I hope everybody have understood, students. If there are any queries, send your queries to me. I will answer to your queries. Thank you.